The Mountain Dew ARCA Series is in its final race of the season number 3 campaign as we head for race number 23 to the Iowa Speedway in Newton, Iowa for the running of the Advanced Auto Parts 200. Jason Larker in the 10 has won the pole for tonight's last Mountain Dew ARCA Series race. To his outside second is the 98 of Jose Mills. Then third, it's Tyler Fink. Fourth is Mark Owens. Ranking the top 5 is Joe Sandroge in a big battle for third in the point standings. In sixth is the guy who finished second, Zach Winkle, to 25. Seventh place was Julius Anderson. Eighth is Luke Rainey. In ninth is Silas Orta and Keegan Thompson. Rounds out the top 10, the 3 car. For the rest of the field, there's Evan Hunter, to his outside is Derek Bouchard, the 23. Then we have Ryan Breimer with Edwin Mendez, to his outside, along with Stephen Thompson and Charlie Davenport. Then there's Sebastian Kukulan and Zachary DeLello, along with Greg Graff and Mathis Wells. Then there's Benny Watson and Jaden Jacobs, with Christian Vargas and Juan Garcia. Then we have Trey Rainey and Danny Bright, with Riley Spurleytube and Kashawn Richardson. Then there's Landon Lyons and Mateo Montoya, with Nolan Rempel and Luke Jones. Then the driver who has locked up the championship already, Nicholas Valdez, has won the Mountain Dew ARCA Series Season number 3 championship with an over 170 point gap heading into this race. Marshall Brote, who's inside the 32. Then we have Will Parrish with Sky Commons, along with Jake West and Trey Wright, James Ellison and Roger Ray, and Colin Teague starts this race in the 41st and final position. There's our 41 car field for the Advanced Auto Parts 200. Let's go on track side and fire the engines up for racing at the short track in Newton, Iowa.
Drivers, start your engine!
The field fires their engines up and rolls off the starting grid to go short track racing to end out the Mountain Dew ARCA Series. So Nicholas Valdez has won the championship. Who wins the final race of the Mountain Dew ARCA Series? 30 laps to determine it. Jason Larker and Jose Mills on the front row. And who gets the top 3 in the point standings? Pace cars in Larker, Mills coming to the line for you, Darrell Waltrip. Buggity, buggity, buggity. Let's go racing in the Mountain Dew ARCA Series. Jason Larker from the pole leads lap 1 by Tyler Fink to the inside in turn 1 with a challenge for the lead. And Joe Sandroge won his first win of the season, along with third place in points inside 3 wide for the top spot down the back. Sandroge being aggressive early on, wants that lead fast. Fink, Larker, rubbing, banging, to the wall, into the wall, sideways. They save it for now, we're still green. The outside draws back, Larker out of commission now in turn 1. Fink has some damage as well, but at the front, Evan Hunter and Ryan Breimer down to the apron, and 2 cars pull away. Anderson inside Sandroge for the top spot. 2 cars pull away now for the race lead. Unless we get a caution flag, it's just going to be these 2 battle out for the win. Julius Anderson leads the lap right there. Silas Order and a lane of his own in third. Then fourth on back is a log jam of cars. Mark Owens, Jose Mills, Ryan Breimer 3 wide. Here comes Zach Winkle to the bottom lane. Rainey, Kukulan. There's Fink falling back along Jason Larker. The 10 car has got some serious damage. He's falling back in the outside. That car obviously going to be tighter than it was and might get a tire rub as well. So the question is now for these drivers back here, will they get a yellow flag? Because Anderson and Sandroge have pulled a nice gap on the rest of the field. Anderson leads, but Sandroge quickly to the inside as the 77 shop the racetrack. Down the backstretch, side by side for the top spot. See Orta in third, getting run down by Evan Hunter in fourth. The battle's on for fifth. Mark Owens up top, Ryan Breimer inside. And how about Zach Winkle? He can't win the championship, even though it's second in the point standings. That's a rarity to see on this channel, but here it is. Zach Winkle, second in the point standings, wants to keep that as an over 130 point gap on Joe Sandroge. So as long as he finishes just inside the top 20, inside the top 30, he will be second in the point standings. Sandroge right now trying to just keep third, out in front in the Advanced Auto Parts 200. Over Julius Anderson, Silas Orta up to third, Evan Hunter to fourth, the battle is on for fifth, Winkle, Breimer, Owens going after it, there's Luke Rain to eighth, Kukulan to ninth, and Jose Mills runs to the top 10, there's battle for 11th, Benny Watson inside, Greg Graff with the position down low, Watson will take it down the back, he's up to 11th, Graff trying to get in line 12th in front of Keegan Thompson, the 3 has the nose down there though, We'll be able to take that spot, or Willie. Graff with a nice run through the center of the corner. Thompson some exit speed right there. They're side by side down the front stretch. So Jason Larker, even though he got to the wall, not too bad for the 10 car, and then went from bound for the lead. He's back to 14th, but in line. That damage not slowing him down too much. He's back down line moving forward. Owen shuffled high with Ryan Brommer and Zach Winkle. And look at this, the front four now have closed in. Julius Anderson takes the lead back. Sandrovich quickly back to the inside, but Evan Hunter has joined the party in the 7 car. Yeah, Hunter closed in big time right there. He's up to 3rd now as he gets by Silas Orta. Just shows what getting single file can do here. And he's going to have to run onto the front 2 now, so make it a 4-car race at the front for the lead, and it could be more because the rest of the field is coming in. Sandrovich currently with the lead, goes up the racetrack, and Julius Anderson quickly back to the inside. They battle side by side, off turn 4 to the start finish line. Dead heat, give it to Anderson to lead the lap. Julius Anderson. He's going to clear Sandrovich. Now 99 going to try and get in line, look for a crossover. Evan Hunter, the 7, Silas Orta, the 06. Here comes Winkle in the top 5. 25 in line, moving forward. Back there, some cars sliding up. Watson hard into the corner, trying to get by Luke Rennie, fellow Pennsylvania native. 2 Pennsylvania guys going at it. So we're a third of the way done with the Advanced Auto Parts 200. 20 laps to go. The battle's on for 6th. Benny Watson, Keegan Thompson, Jose Mills in a 3-way battle. At the front again for the lead. Sandrovich takes it back from Julius Anderson. Hunter to follow his way through to 2nd. Evan Hunter, the 7 car, hard into the corner, sliding up, trying to clear the 77. Put the slide job. So Sandrovich leads. Hunter to 2nd. Zach Winkle battling for 4th with Silas Orta. Might go for 3rd because Anderson stuck up top. And now for the lead, Evan Hunter, a good run off the corner. And he's through, but the yellow flag is out. And it's a log jam of cars. And upside down is that Riley Spurley tube. And the 28 racing back 3 wide. This could be a disaster waiting to happen. Cars letting off. Hunter back in front. Winkle in 2nd. Sandrovich, Anderson, Orta the top 5. As a massive crash, championship winner Nicholas Valdez involved in the 46 with heavy front end damage. Roger Ray, James Ellis, and some others as well got collected. But it was Riley Spurley that was upside down in the 28 car. Our first yellow of the night comes out in lap number 12. Let's see the reason for the caution flag. 3 wide battle coming off turn 4. Riley Spurley, Trey Rainey getting close and physical. They get hooked together right here as they go up the racetrack off turn 4. Spurley to go put Rainey into the wall, spin around. Vargas, the 48, gets collected. He goes down to the apron and the grass. Here's the 28 sent sideways. The 02 Davenport comes in. He hits the 38 into the 28 and actually flips Riley onto his side and then back over. There's Danny Bright, Colin Teague. Jake West pile drives the 28 to the wall. Sky Commons, Trey Wright, Danny Bright. There's Valdez in the 46. Teague, as we mentioned. Juan Garcia. Is that James Ellison in the 30 sideways? Tyler Fink, Roger Ray. There's Trey going away. Luke Jones and Will Parrish get collected in this. So a pretty big accident. As when we cut to it, it was a log jam on the front stretch. It was a lot of cars torn up. Mathis Wells slamming on the brakes. He actually got through at the 41 car. Nolan Rempel, he may have gotten through as well in the 63. Let's look at it again from a little bit farther shot. This will show a lot more of it. And this will battle inside the top 20. Just inside the top 20. Oh man, that is just... Cars came piling in. Not seen a wreck like that in quite some time. That was at least 10, 15 cars that were piled up right there. Spruce 2 ends up on his lid. His night will be done well on some others. Back in front, Evan Hunter, Zach Winkle battle back to the caution flag. Give it to Evan Hunter at the start finish line. He's our race leader under the yellow flag. He leads back to the green flag after the halfway point in the Advanced Auto Parts 200. This restart will come with 14 laps of racing to go in Iowa. Evan Hunter leads in the 7 car as out from the race. Will Parrish, Danny Bright, Jake West, Charlie Davenport, Trey Rainey, Trey Wright. Riley Spurley is 2 laps down. Sebastian Kukulon, gearbox issues will put him in the 35th position. 33 cars on the lead lap. Evan Hunter, Zach Winkle, Joe Sandrovich, Julius Anderson, Silas Orta to the top 5. Thompson, Brommer, Mills, Watson, Larker are the front 10. Back green in Iowa. The front 3 pulled away. Julius Anderson from 4th, spun the tires, held up the lane. Here comes Zach Winkle to run off turn 2 to the inside of Evan Hunter and down the backstretch side by side for the top spot. Zach Winkle wants a win in the final start in the Mountain Dew ARCA Series. Can he get it done? He slides up. Joe Sandrovich to the bottom lane. 99 car showing some muscle here tonight. 13 to go at the line. Winkle leads, but Sandrovich to the inside in turn 1. Winkle shoots the corner wide. Hunter gonna go to the middle. There might have been some contact for 2nd place. Hunter quickly back to the inside in turn 3. As Joe San George leads, he slides up the racetrack. Hunter beating a bang with Winkle. Now Evan Hunter to the inside for the lead. 12 laps remain. Julius Anderson in the 77 coming back for it. Remember, he and San George traded the lead for the first half of this race. Silas Orta looked 3 wide. Now it's back down to double file for that position. But it's Julius Anderson trying to run down Evan Hunter in turn 3. The 7 up the racetrack. Sandrovich well up the racetrack. 3 wide for third. Winkle, Sandrovich, Orta all come together. Hunter leads Anderson the inside. And there's Orta and Winkle battling hard. 25 trying to shoot through the middle lane. Look at them getting close. 10 to go at the start-finish line. It'll be 10 to go. Silas Orta swings up the racetrack, and Zach Winkle 3 wide for the top spot. He may not win the championship, but he wants the last win in the Mountain Dew ARCA Series. 25 car inside with 10 to go. He slides up the track. Anderson up to the wall. Here comes Keegan Thompson, the 3, and the yellow's back out again. And now this time Mateo Montoya's on his lid. Racing back around. This could be for the final restart. Can Keegan Thompson get to Zach Winkle to get by and lead? It'll be Winkle to strike 3 by 3 behind. Some incredible racing. But the yellow flag is in the air. And we get to do it all over again. It's Zach Winkle with the lead. He's going to try and hold on as we take the caution with 9 to go. This time, another car upside down to Mateo Montoya on his lid with Sky Commons. Through 3 and 4, battling just inside the top 20 once again. Christian Rich in the 22 up the racetrack. Mateo Montoya shoots the middle lane. Christian Vargas, the 48, sends him up into the 22. No run for the 55 right there. Into the wall hard. Montoya goes for a spin. And right here, who's he going to get hit by? Juan Garcia hits him hard, but he doesn't flip yet. Who hits him to flip him? It's going to be Edwin Mendez, the 15, a slow roll into it once. Twice over for the 55, make it 2.5 rolls for the 55 and Mateo Montoya. Sky Commons actually wasn't involved. He just slowed down, seeing the car flipping in front of him. So that's the reason for the caution flag here in the Advanced Auto Parts 200. It's our second of the night, and it's going to set up a late race restart with about 5 to go. Who's going to win the Advanced Auto Parts 200, the last Mountain Dew ARCA Series race? That's just such a slow roll in there for Edwin Mendez. And flip Montoya over, but back in front. Runner-up in the championship, Zach Winkle led the field back. Keegan Thompson tried but couldn't in second. But now he has a restart to get right back by that 25. Can Zach Winkle hold on, or will the rest of the field have a challenge to get up there and win? 5 laps to go at the start-finish line. That means once this restart occurs, if a yellow flag at any point comes out, the race is official. Out from the crash, Mateo Montoya, Edwin Mendez, and Juan Garcia. It leaves 29 cars on the lead lap. Leading them is Zach Winkle on the 25. Keegan Thompson, Ryan Brommer's house, Orton Evan Hunter the front 5. Mills, Anderson, Watson, Sandrovich, and Lorker are the front 10. Back Greenan, who steps on the gas, but Zach Winkle gets away in the 25. Out in front, they're bound for second. That's the best thing he can have. That was a great restart by the 25. Side by side for second. In turn number 3. Ryan Brommer's going to need Zach Winkle to shoot up these corners right here. Get up high. 3 wide. The 06 lifted, allowed the 3 to get back by. 4 laps remain for Zach Winkle. Can he win again the Mountain Dew ARCA Series Season 3? Ryan Brommer goes up the racetrack. Here comes Evan Hunter back to the inside. Down the backstretch. Can Hunter get there? He has 3 laps to try and get up there, but they keep sliding up. They're looking 4 wide for a second. Thompson cannot make the move as Mills was to the inside. 3 laps remain. Hunter does second, but has a ways to go to get to Zach Winkle. But Winkle is just sliding wide all these corners, but no one can stay down to the bottom lane. These tires are worn. See them making contact to the wall and around. That's going to be it. Yellow flag. Thompson spin with Brommer. This will be the race back to the start-finish line. Winkle's all by himself. The checkered flag will wave in 2 laps. Under the yellow flag, Winkle wins. Zach Winkle's going to win the Advanced Auto Parts 200 as they wrecked for the 3rd time. This time it ends it early. It was Thompson and Brommer that rubbed and banged. Let's go see a quick replay of what happened. We'll just go right into this, and as we saw it live, Thompson and Brommer were rubbing. They got to the wall off turn 2. Around they went. Silas Orta, Benny Watson. Some cars flew on by and got some positions off that. It was really just a 2-car single spin. Yellow flag comes out. The race is over. And it's going to be Zach Winkle. He gets second in the point standings. However, he's going to win the last ever Mountain Dew ARCA Series races on the white flag. We'll come back to the checkered flag for Zach Winkle. Coming off of turn number 4, checkered flag is in the air. Zach Winkle is going to win in Iowa. The Advanced Auto Parts 200, the final ever Mountain Dew ARCA Series race, goes to Zach Winkle. Checkered flag in the air. 25 car wins the race. But behind in 23rd, Nicholas Valdez. Limping home with a damaged race car, but it's enough to get him the Mountain Dew ARCA Series Season number 3 championship over Zach Winkle. So Winkle will get second in the point standings. Valdez in first. We'll see who gets the rest of the positions and points. Let's go see the finishing results now. Here's how they finished in the Advanced Auto Parts 200 at the Iowa Speedway. 3 caution flags for 10 laps, and 11 lead changes. 6 different drivers leading laps here tonight in Iowa, as it's Zach Winkle leading 11 laps, the most of anyone to get to victory lane. It was a max points net for the driver to 25. However, it did not matter for him. He was wishing he was just a few points closer, though, to Nicholas Valdez to try and make it work. Evan Hunter ends up second here tonight. Jose Mills in third. Julius Anderson in fourth. Greg Graff gets up inside the top 5 at the end. Benny Watson ends up in the 6th position. Silas Orta 7th. 8th for Landon Lyons. Derek Bouchard in 9th. And Jason Larker from the pole. Contact early on. Got him into the wall. He ends up inside the top 10, though. Look down at the top 20. Some notable names. Joe Sandrovich, Luke Rainier down here. Colin Teague in 20th after being involved in a crash. For Matt as well, no top 10 this season. So he gets 22nd in the last race. Nicholas Valdez 23rd. Gets him the championship. 26 cars on the lead lap. 31 finished the race running. 32nd on down out from crash or mechanical issues. As you look down now let's go see the point standings to end out the season. For Nicholas Valdez, it's a championship. 82 points out of Zach Winkle, who was the winningest driver this season. 3 wins in 23 races. He won the last race of the season. So Winkle ends up second in the points. For Evan Hunter, he climbs way up to third, a point ahead of Joe Sandrovich, who ends up fourth, and Colin Teague gets the top 5 in the points. Jose Mills in 6th, Kashawn Richardson in 7th, Luke Rainey gets 8th, Benny Watson 9th, and Stephen Thompson holds the final spot inside the top 10. Trey Wright 11th, Danny Bright 12th, Roger Ray 13th, Jason Larker 14th, Zachary DeLello with a 15th place finish in the points. Then Charlie Davenport, Silas Orta, Riley Spiritu, Marsha Burrow, and Jake West are also inside the top 20. And look down here at some of these drivers. Mark Owens, Jaden Jacobs, Edwin Mendez, his 2 victories down 23rd. Trey Rainey, Julius Anderson, Tyler Fink, Ryan Breimer, Will Parrish, Juan Garcia, Mateo Montoya, the top 30. Then Luke Jones, Sky Commons, Derek Bouchard, Keegan Thompson, along with James Ellison, Sebastian Kukulon, Greg Graff, Nolan Rempel, along with Christian Vargas, Mathis Wells, no top 10 on the season, and Landon Lyons rounds out the points. The last 2 points very far away from 39th on up. They just had miserable seasons all throughout. But that is it for the Mountain Dew ARCA Series, season number 3, possibly forever. Thank you guys for watching this season. Now it's time to get back to our scheduled program. The Pennzoil Truck Series, the Target Series, and the Gatorade Cup Series. News on that will be coming shortly for sure. Watch out. Sign-ups will be coming soon. Reserve sign-ups will be coming soon on the IROC Series during those seasons. So, thanks for watching the Mountain Dew ARCA Series. Congratulations to Nicholas Valdez on the championship. I'll see you guys for the next 3 seasons.